Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay and today we're going to be having an unboxing of the Resistance conversion kit for X-Wing, and we're also going to unbox the A-Wing for the Resistance and the T-70 X-Wing for the Resistance. This is Wave 2 of X-Wing 2nd edition. And these are all the Resistance kits that you can currently buy. I will be doing like a buyer's guide, so if you want to check that out, there'll be like a card here at some point. Other than that, we're going to get on with the unboxing. So this is now less of an unboxing and more of a look what was in this, because I've accidentally done this video and wasn't recording. So yeah, we'll go through the box even so. I've got the stuff out. I remember what came in what, but less of an unboxing, more of a this was in this. So we'll look at the Resistance, the conversion kit. We'll look at the backs. You get all the pilots here for these ships, and we'll get onto that in a minute. You get over 100 upgrade cards, you get the dials, and pretty standard what you'd expect in a conversion kit. The one thing I want to say here is that there's only 4 ships for the Resistance at the moment, and you get the Resistance Bomber, the Resistance Falcon, which keep in mind is not the original Falcon. You actually would need the Resistance version of it, and the T-70 X-Wing, which of course does have its own upgrade, but I've completely decimated the box for the T-70 upgrade, so I did have it, but I've already opened it. So this does have its own upgrade, of course, and then the other ship that you actually could use, which doesn't come in the conversion kit because there's no other way to fly this ship, is the RZ-2 A-Wing. Now the RZ-1 isn't the same ship. You would need the RZ-2 to fly the A-Wing, hence why it doesn't come in the conversion kit, because the only way to play it is if you buy this. So there's no point including this stuff in here because you can't, you need this, you need the expansion box itself. And yes, so when you pull it out, you get your upgrade packs as you normally would, so you get stuff that looks like this. I didn't open this one, but I did open these, and this comes basically with the pilots, all the pilots that you would need for the different ships. So for example here we got the X-Wing ones, Poe Dameron, the classic. After you perform an action, you may spend 1 charge to perform a white action, treating it as red. I won't go through all of the upgrades and all the pilots because, quite frankly, there's loads of them. If you want to see something specific, do let me know, and I'll probably take a picture or something like that if you really want to know something specifically. But it's probably online, probably on yet another squad build or something like that. Then you get the bomber, which is known as the Star Fortress, the MG-100. These are the pilots for that. A pilot skill 4 being the highest one there. The third ship is the Falcon, the Scavenge Falcon. As I said, do keep in mind you've got to be careful. You can be placed anywhere in the setup. You can be placed anywhere in the play area beyond range 3 of enemy ships. Which I did. Somebody actually played me and beat me with this. They just put themselves range 3 away, but facing the other way, and just sort of ran away. And I didn't know whether I should chase or whether I shouldn't chase. Rey, while you defend or perform an attack, if the enemy ship is in your front arc, you may spend 1 force token to change one of your blank results to an evade or a hit. So basically just like a better force token essentially, but obviously she has to be in the enemy has to be in your front arc. Chewbacca, after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 is destroyed, you may perform an action, then you may perform a bonus attack, which I really like. If you were like trying to run it in a swarm like that, and like loads of little cheap little ships would be very interesting, at least in my opinion. So that's the Falcon, and those 3 ships are the only pilot cards in here, because as I said, the A-Wing you need to buy separately. As for the upgrade cards, well, you can see the absolutely insane number of upgrade cards that you would get. You get these, and these actually came in the pilot one, so there's so many upgrade cards. BBA, absolutely everything. Not going to go through them all. I think the crew are probably in there, which maybe I should have opened because maybe the crew would be the more interesting part of it. In fact, let's do that. So I've opened up the one packet that I didn't do, and I thought we'd have a quick look at the crew. Yeah, you get C-3PO, Chewbacca. We can read those if you really want to. C-3PO is while you coordinate, you can choose friendly ships beyond range 2 if they have the coordinate. If they have calculate on their action bar, after you perform the calculate or coordinate action, you gain 1 calculate token. Pretty nice if that's what you want to do with your combos. Chewbacca, he's a classic, of course. Han the man, Horn the man. Anybody interested in here? Rose, Ray somewhere, Finn's there, Ray, and yeah, they're the crew. So many upgrades. That's why I believe the conversion kits are pretty damn good anyway. The one thing I want to say, that when you open a conversion kit you might be like, what? Why is this here? And you get these little like extra bags basically that don't feel like part of the main section, and indeed they're sort of not, and they've got these cards that include extra content, and it's extra stuff for the X-Wing and the Star Fortress, right? Which I believe what they're basically saying here is that we're going to release these upgrades, these expansions, and we're going to include this stuff in them, but we only decided that after we started doing the main bulk of the conversion kit. So what we're actually going to do is add it into the conversion kit, so you don't have to buy that those expansions if you already have those ships. But you know, it's too late for us to like add it in properly, so we'll have these little like baggies with it in, and it just basically includes extra pilots. So for example, these X-Wing pilots are probably in the X-Wing, or almost certainly in the X-Wing expansion itself, but they didn't want to, for people who already owned enough X-Wings, they didn't want to like leave you out, so they did these little extra baggies with some extra bases, which is fair enough. I'm pretty happy with that themselves, doing that. And then onto the cardboard itself, we have these dials, which I really like. These dials are very attractive. I think they're my favourite dial. Really like them, very happy with them. Really looking forward to, like, I've seen them on the table and I was just blown away by it basically. Nothing that interesting on the other side. More dials, but these are actually the dials themselves, so you could, if you want to pause the video or something, you can have a quick look at the dials. So you've got the T-70 at the top, the Falcon, and then the bomber. So that's if you want to see that, if that's something you're interested in. Your bases, and I'm really happy to see shields. Geez, like the core set didn't have that many shields because it just had enough to play the core set, but having 4 extra shields, I'm going to be using them. I'm going to be stockpiling them and make sure nobody steals them off me. But all the cardboard you need, the quality of the cardboard's fantastic, and it's pretty much as you would expect, so all good there, all good there. No misprinting or anything like that, which apparently some people had with the originals. And then I would have moved on to the X-Wing box, and I've completely destroyed the box. Well, mistakes were made, but you get the same pilots as you can see here, same pilots from the conversion kit. And I would presume that we'll get the same pilots that I was just talking about that were in the little extra baggie, which we do, so that makes sense. You do get your quick builds here where you don't in the conversion kit. Fair enough, this is mainly aimed at people who are both playing the game casually and competitively, whereas the conversion kits are generally aimed at people who are trying to be a little bit more competitive. And you get some upgrades. Now this is the number of upgrades you get, and the reason I think the conversion kits are pretty good, because I mean, you know, fair enough, they can't include this many upgrades in a pack like the expansions. This is from the conversion kit, just one of the packs, and this is from one of the expansions, and you can see the vast difference. Now eventually you'll be able to just play and buy the ships you want and need, like you would expect, but because there's so many ships and expansions already out, there's already a lot of upgrades, so I really recommend the conversion kits for like every kind of player essentially. This is the contents. There's nothing really interesting here, just shows you the ship's pilots and stuff like that. And thankfully you get 3 shields, because this is a ship that can have 3 shields. You get your dial, you got your Talon roll. I think it's similar to the normal X-Wing dial. Fancy looking dial as always, just tokens basically. Everything you would expect. And then onto something that is, oh, I was going to say onto something that's completely new, but I forgot one important bit. And that's the actual ship itself. Really nice detail, as you would expect. Love the detail in the crevices. The S-foils, bump, 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 bump. The interesting thing about this X-Wing as opposed to the 65 is essentially it's the reverse on the card. So for example, the S-foil gives you a barrel roll because you already have a boost, whereas on the other X-Wing you get the S-foil gives you a boost because you already have a barrel roll, and I really like that sort of differentiation. So then we would move on to the A-Wing, which you know, we will do. Oh, I just realised the back of the cards are also quite nice. We'll move on to the A-Wing. Obviously I've destroyed the box as well in the first review, in the first box opening. Silly me indeed. and all these pilots and stuff are actually new, so we'll have a bit of a closer look at this. As I said, or I may not have said, I can't remember which version I'm talking about now, but the RZ1 A-Wing is different from the RZ2, so technically if you go to a tournament you need this one. And we'll have a closer look at the dial because we can. So on the dial, it's got a 5K, 5 blue forward, 4 blue forward, signals loop, hard ones that are white, all the blues are, all the 2s are blue. That's easy for you to say. It's got all the 3s essentially, apart from like Talon rolls, but that's fine. Very nice maneuverable ship. Very interested to get one of these on the table indeed. And then we'll have a look at the pilots, which are all in reverse order because I messed it up basically, but there we go. The ship ability itself is refined gyrostablers, and that says you can rotate your arc, your turret arc basically, indicator into only the front or the back arc, so you can't basically shoot from the sides, which is fair enough. After you perform an action, you may perform a red boost or a rotate your arc action. Fair enough. And we'll just have a look at some of the... Well, no, we'll have a look at all of the ones that have got abilities. So I'm not going to try and pronounce these names. I am going to try. Lula Lampar. While you defend or perform a primary attack, if you are stressed, you must roll 1 fewer defense dice or 1 additional attack dice. So basically you get an additional attack dice if you're stressed, but you also roll less defense dice. 2 shooty, 3 defendy, 2 hull, 2 shields. Fine. Zara is you do not skip your perform action step after you partially execute a maneuver. So if you bump somebody, you still get your actions, which is pretty decent. We'll look at Talarissian. While an enemy ship in your bullseye arc performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge, and if you do, the defender rolls 1 additional dice. So if a ship that's in your bullseye arc is shooting you, you get an additional dice. Or if a ship that is shooting somebody else, but they're in your bullseye arc, that ship gets an additional dice, so pretty interesting. Greer, after you fully execute a maneuver, you may rotate your arc. Fair enough, and we'll have a look at the ship itself, which I already have prepared because I already opened it, because that's what I do in my life. And it's the same as the X-Wing essentially. In fact, it pairs quite nicely with the X-Wing for colour reasons and that kind of stuff. So, but nice detail, nothing smudged, pretty crisp detail, like the lines are all straight. I have no complaints over the ships. I think FFG are doing a great job in terms of the ships. So that was the Resistance box opening of the A-Wing, the T-70 X-Wing, and the conversion kit. So that's a look at the Resistance conversion kit and the 2 ships. Of course, quality always fantastic, and you know, these are, if you want to buy just the ships that new as they go, you get the A-Wing and the new X-Wing, and you just wait and you buy the new ships. Or if you want to get in the plow through, get all the ships you can get, then the conversion kit is going to be for you. I will be doing the buyer's guide, as I said, so if you want to you know, check that out, there'll be a link description or somewhere. You know, you'll know where to find it. I'm sure you're smart enough at finding that. Yes, if you like this video, do like. If you're not already subscribed, then do consider subscribing. It really does help. Well, thank you to all my patrons. I do really appreciate that, and have a most beautiful day, and goodbye.